completely forgot to do this. So I figure I might as well.
Defensive mode engaged. Wayne. Preparing for dust up. Three moons converge. Surge.
Beware the creatures of the night. Observe, be silent. Observe. Do you fear the dark?
Cleanup sequence initiated. Wayne. Bring it. Let the mountain's veins boil.
Close your eyes, be silent. To dust. To dust.
Alright. Let's just get this out the way, of course. Need the items that I want. Great. I only get 2 drops too, so that's cute. It's very cute. Where is Sexy Ganyu? Just... oh, it's already dead. Already dead. Wow. I guess that's a keeper. That's for those days when you need energy recharge, you basically building a character for FAF. And you want them to make sure that they crit. Well, then again, that's a crit damage circle. What the fuck am I doing? Whatever. Maybe Flints could use it. Maybe a character that skills with it. I don't know. The point is, that's not a chief. That is not it.
Surge. A new moon rising. Insulation chamber deployed. Ultimatum protocol.
Close your eyes. Observe. Night falls.
And these enemies give so much energy regen. It's not even funny. Alright, it's a little bit funny. Just a wee bit funny. Come on, AM. It's never fucking AM. It's never EM. Why did I log in? Oh yeah, I want to kill. Monstrosity. I want to slaughter it. Then I'm gonna watch Mr. Pokey stream. Well, not Mr. Pokey stream, but it's Bachi Tribalism video. I don't know what to do here. How do I... That's the most efficient way. Do I just use Venti? Do I just group these fuckers up? Do I use Kazuha? I like Kazuha, but maybe Venti's better. Maybe Venti's better?
Ready for a rehearsal?
Maybe you go like this. Or maybe you go... Let me fix the team back. Let me fix this garbage back.
I'm never late.
I'm never late. I need a character that's able to group. So yeah. So you go. I'll just try something. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, I cry.
Give me a moment to compose myself.
That's all there is to this.
Accelerating. Defensive mode engaged. Preparing for dust up. Flow. A moonlit night for all.
Yahoo!
Be silent. To dust. Close your eyes.
Let's play.
Insolation.
Wane. 3 moons converge. Think you can get away? Here we go.
Annihilation mode.
Observe. Close your eyes. To dust.
Flow. A new
There's no way that made it right there.
cleanup sequence in it.
Time for takeoff.
The long sleep beckons. Observe. Be silent.
Going to just yank them all in. Put them in one place. So my strategy worked. Venti is the boss. That's all I need to see. There's one more thing though. I guess I'll explore a bit more. I hate exploration, but they want to walk around with this team. Are there that many enemies that could be grouped? Let's see what it's like. Using Venti in 2026. Like a madman.
Surge. Let's play.
Yeah.
Think you can get away?
Ultimatum protocol. Initiating categorization process.
I don't know about that one. Like Soup's Kazuo would be good. Now what's his name though? What is going on here? Oh shit. Shilonen is just too good.
Bring it.
Shilonen is too good. I wish he could have lower cooldowns though. What's happening?
There's a lot of good stuff in here. Want to split it? Just kidding. You can take it. These should be worth something. Go on, take it.
Most barrier form.
I'm keeping
Interesting.
a lookout. Don't worry, there's no ambush.
It is actually harm there. No, it doesn't.
Insulation chamber.
Flow.
No, it doesn't
I'm
harm
keeping a
there.
lookout. Don't worry, there's no ambush.
Did I travel in circle? With stone pillars at the seal, all evil crimes be inscribed. Green Lantern lights, go.
These should be worth something. Go on, take it.
What am I doing now? HSR, I think I still could do some stuff in HSR.
There's a lot of good stuff in here. Want to split it? Just kidding. You can take it. These should be worth something. Go on, take it. Bring it!
Easy. Some might say a little bit too easy. Not me though.
I'm keeping a lookout. Don't worry, there's no ambush.
They're not getting another steal. That sucks. Can that thing break it? No, we can't.
Defensive mode engaged.
Wayne, a moonlit night for all.
Annihilation mode.
Observe.
Like something about, it's basically all about lamps and shit. Seems to be some kind of, oh, well, yeah, we already knew what this is about. This was something the Lightkeepers are trying to keep sealed. I would think it'd be cool if it was the opposite. If our effort to seal it is actually what causes it.
Insulation chamber.
Surge. Three
To-
moons converge.
But yeah, man, I'm loving Columbina. Getting rid of what's her name is so awesome. Iona. Having the thing be tied to your skill is so much cooler. Am I going to the right place?
Goodness, how the world has changed.
Oh shit, someone just came out the house. Thank goodness, I was starting to think I might be making more than just cat food for Jelly at the next, well, anniversary. What? So this was a former Lightkeeper that got turned into a monster. Again, it'd be really cool if the whole point was to resurrect this monster. Almost certainly, I feel like this thing will be resurrected. But the question is, will it be the intention of the master or of Janus? Janus? Kind of seem like Enos. I wouldn't be surprised if his name is actually pronounced Enos. Because J sometimes is silent in certain languages. So the goal here is that light. It's a light thing I'm supposed to find. This. And this thing was supposed to get me. What is going on here? Why is this thing stuck? Hmm. There's something I'm missing here. Whatever. So it's almost certainly not what the game wants me to do.
Ultimatum protocol.
The long sleep beckons.
Annihilation mode.
A moonlit night for all.
Let's clear this garbage. Delta Force activator.
Did they run from home too?
Defensive mode engaged.
A new moon rises.
It's just blindly foolishly.
Ultimatum protocol.
Threshold ruins.
Be silent. Observe. Night falls.
Here I bore might be out of sensor. I saw it once. I saw you. What is the goal here?
Accept.
3 moons converge.
Bring it!
The night cometh.
Darkness, something. And turn me into this twisted monster. Motherfucker, you took your ass, sweet ass time getting here. Interesting. Whole lot of yapping. Okay.
Did they run from home too?
So I didn't get a third piece? Or a second piece? What the fuck? Cool. Need to get to 70 before I could get more rewards from this environment. Was that all I wanted to do? Kinda. Kinda was what all I wanted to do. What am I even doing in HSR?
Alright, guys. So, for today's video, we have something very, very special today on another episode in Pokey's Classroom. Now, the topic of this video, first of all, Poros, W Emo by Roxy. We're going to be using Poros as our mascot for all of our little Pokey's Classroom slides going forward. So, if you guys like to use this kind of emotes, hop onto our stream at twitch.tv. Right now, I'll see you guys there. But yes, today's topic is going to be the art of gacha war. Now, this is going to be essentially one of the inference from something that you call the art of war by Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu Bingfa. Now, Mr. Pokey, in his infinite wisdom, with the buff of Professor Pokey, has decided to translate the art of gacha war as a means to combat this phenomenon that has been happening for the past couple of months, right? I'm sure you guys, by the time you guys watch this video, you have seen a couple of other videos like this. If you know, you know. So there are basically two ways to go about this. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. So there are basically two ways to go about this. I mean, technically there was a third way, which is do nothing. But clearly, after almost 1 entire year of doing nothing, it ain't gonna work. So option A is to violence solves everything, as Katarina would once say. But unfortunately, Mr. Pokey does not believe in violence. So the best way to combat violence, to combat gacha war, is with love, right? With the power of love, friendship, education, and a touch of poetic writing, this is gonna be a topic we are addressing today. So without further ado, after you finish this video, you would understand exactly how to be a gacha warrior. Picture this scenario. You have been playing your gacha game for a very, very long time. But alas, at the end of everything, there's always gonna be warriors, tribalists, hating on any medium that you seek to enjoy. So you might ask yourself this, right? Why does this phenomenon happen? Why is it that no matter how many times you want to go hit into a gacha game, a community, right? Maybe you want to learn about the game, the story or lore, there always seem to be some kind of resistance and pushback because your game is probably bad because you're playing XYZ game. ABC game is probably going to be ending of service. This gacha system is really, really bad. Power creep is going out of hand. HP inflation. And I'm pretty sure you have heard this a lot of times. So the reason why these arguments, these pointers being brought up, is because of these things called fallacies. And my objective today is to simply illustrate 5 common fallacies that you can use as a gacha warrior to destroy your enemies who dares to oppose your path because your gacha game is the greatest gacha game of all time. So, fallacy number 1, context. Right, context. Before we jump into fallacy number 1, context. So here is the context of essentially why we're talking about it just today. As you guys would have seen probably from YouTube, from Twitter, from your local communities, from wherever it's going to be, especially regarding Art Knights Enfield Gacha. So what essentially happened is Professor Pokey did a very similar sort of video for both this current main channel of mine, as well as for my alternative guide channel, Polycorp, explaining the gacha system, right? I point out how the gacha system works, which scenarios would benefit the players the most, and how at the end, like one of the very first things I talk about in that video is that the only thing that matters is pool income. As long as you have enough pool income, all these things doesn't really fall into place before that factor. But before the pool income thing actually comes in, we can take a look at how this system works to better prepare yourselves going into R9's Enfield. That was like the first thing I said.
Alright, so basically the issue here is that none of this matters. Number one, none of this matters. It's a gacha game. These are all predatory bullshit. Of course, the degrees of predatoriness, and in the case of Art Knights, the predatoriness for Art Knights lies with this convolutedness. Everything else is pretty much straightforward. The 120 spark system is just thing that's gonna really fuck over new players, 100%. If you're a new player and you're picking up Art Knights without doing extensive research to know that this is not the Hoya game, your guarantee does not carry over in the same way that the Hoya game guarantee carries over, you're gonna get fucked. Because you're gonna go in there and say, oh, I have a couple wishes, I just do a couple exploration, I'm not too invested in this game yet, I'm just gonna drop 120. Probably whatever I pick up as I go, and see if I get lucky as you play the game like any normal person would do in a Hoya game. You're not sure you're gonna pick up the game, you just throw pulls at the fucking banner until you get something. Well, in Arc Knights, you do that and you get your ass beat, you get fucked. You play the game like how you play a Hoya game, which is awesome. Like for me, over here reacting to myself with no video, and then on top of that I have no audio. So basically the point of the matter is the Art Knight system, because the way I played these Hoya games, I can't really use this one because this one is a start, have my starting pulse. I get 39. I just throw pulls at the banner. If I get the 5-star, I get the 5-star, and I'm excited. I get Sealy, I get at my 80 pity, I get this to 39. You have your fun, and you do your thing. Art Knight, you do that, and you don't commit to the 120 when you pull, you are gonna be upset. You're not gonna have a good time. Everything is gonna be around RNG, because the thing about Art Knights also is that, yeah, you could get the character by losing 50-50, I think. Characters from the past will be in the 50-50 pool, or I don't really even know what the 80. Wait a minute, is the 80 50-50 as well? What is this? Oh, this is basically one side is Genshin and one other side is our Hoyo, and the other side must be the Spark system, right? Or is it, oh, it's probably all Art Knights. If the 80 pity is 50-50, that's fucking amazing. Because, well, whatever, I guess. Nothing carries over, but yeah, basically only pull when you have 120 pulls. You get it to the 50-50, 80. At the 80 mark, great, yes, don't do anything with those currencies. Which is whatever, I guess. But yeah, Tower Defense, yeah. The very same system. So it's not like anything new that we're crying about. 120 is just a silly convoluted mess that kills player impulse, and it's going to really weed out a lot of players who are just impulse puller, which majority are. It's the casual, the people who are coming into your game every now and then are not going to have 120 pulls. The people who are like, oh my god, some brand new hype characters coming out, they're not coming into your game with 120 pulls. And the reason why it's so important is because you start spending and you don't get the character that's being hyped, in the Hoya game, you could at least, oh, I lost a 50-50. You could at least be like, oh, well, the next time, the next character, maybe I stick around, maybe you find out you like the game. You'd be like, all right, the next battle I get that character might not be the hype character that brought me back, but stuff along that line. Of course, still got you both ways you're gonna spend if you have that impulse to spend, and both of them are gonna induce the FOMO. And the cheaper one, of course, is gonna be Heart Knights because its pity's only 120. Whereas if you're coming into Genshin and you lose your 50-50 at the soft pity, you're gonna have to probably spend get another 75 plus pulls. Or 70, depending on whether you have the 4-star maxed out to get the pull refund. So it's Art Knights, like they compare to Art Knights is a better gacha system for the player. It just we're arguing semantics at this point. The what if player that doesn't save their 120 pulls and this willy-nilly, those players are gonna get filtered. They just are. They're gonna get filtered. You're still gonna be able to pull your 5-star. Just not probably not the one you want because you're still at 80 PD, 50-50 for you to get something. And it's the early game of Art Knights, so it's gonna take you a while before you start to smarten up and be like, wait a minute, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Now the problem here is the weapon banner. That's gonna be a bit sketchy because even if there's like a weekly, like they give out 10 pulls a week or 5 pulls a week for the weapon banner, the issue is you quit and then you come back and a lot of this stuff is irrelevant because it's the what if minority. I quit this game. Why are you catering to that person? Why are you gonna build the entire system around a person who quits? You get your game and then come back. Of course, to be nicer, if you have the Gohya system where it's pretty much straightforward, except for because Genshin weapon banner is the exact same bullshit. It used to be, but now you have the epitomized path that the odds aren't great, but it's pretty much straightforward now. You lose the first one, you get the second one. But is this cheap? This is cheap. And again, as Pokey said, full income definitely matters, but this is just a system that punishes casuals. And is this something to be upset about and call it predatory? No. Because what I'm referring to when it says punishing casual, I mean, these players just quit. Like, we'll see. There's a reason why the whole system works. Even Wu has to admit it. There's a reason why Genshin, HSR, and ZZZ all have the same pity system as Genshin. Or I should have said HSR and ZZZ have the same pity as Genshin because Hoyo sat there and see that this worked. And then Koro, and of course sat there and saw it work, but it is said, fuck it, let's copy what Hoyo did. I know if they did the extensive research. Well, then again, you just have to look at the charts of how much money Hoyo made to be like, that's it. That's all the research you need. To know that the pity system in Genshin is not just good in the sense that it makes you a fuck ton of money. It's also good in the sense that if a player quit, it doesn't what's the word I'm looking for? Decentify. It doesn't make them reluctant to come back. They don't feel punished. They should feel punished because there's no fucking pull on their account, but it's not that much of a deterrent to be like, oh well, I'll still come back. I know how the pity system works. I could risk getting it early.
In the 43-minute video that I posted earlier, right? But unfortunately,
what's the point of making a gacha then if you always need 120 pull? Trying to get a character just feels like we're just buying a character from But that's the thing, you're not. There's still the point. Alright, so this person is stupid. The first comment is like, why is the point if you always need, you don't always need 120. It's like saying you always need 115 Genshin. Because you do need 115 Genshin to guarantee the character. But you could win. But well, you don't really always need 150. You can split it up as long as you have enough to get back to the next speedy. But if the character's brand new, you want them right there and then, yeah. It's 100% predatory as fuck. It's encourage people to do single pulls instead of 10. That's not what predatory means. Oh man, so basically this is the Art system that basically a lot of CCs, particularly the WoW community, the Withering Wave community has been hopping on to say that this is bad. Like you play Uma Musume, I imagine Uma Musume can't be that bad. Can't be that much. Probably it's just as bad as something like this game. So we have our friend here, Mr. Pokey. Or as they call him, Mr. Choki, I think. Is their pet name for him when they're trying to insult him. My mic is working, right? Let me just... Musume got is gain 3% chance for the highest 3%. I ain't reading all that. All I know is that gacha will always be gacha. How they try to trick you into thinking it's better is why these games are successful. Either even the gacha is dumb. On top of no limited time stuff, anything that was released can be pulled anytime.
Essentially, at this point, no matter how many infographics, right, how many videos, how many like one-picture summaries that you have seen from my Twitter, we will always have classic examples of things like this. What is the point of making a gacha if we always need 120 pulls, right? It is 100% predatory AF because it encourages people to do single pulls or lose pulls. I ain't reading all that. All I know is that gacha will always be gacha. How they try to trick you into thinking it's better is why these games are successful. Blame the Chinese for introducing the 0.x rates. Yeah, no shit, your explanation clears things up for the normies, but does this excuse the predatory dog shit that they're pulling here? No. GTFO. The system is systematically predatory when you can try to play around it, but it won't change the fact that it is. It is not the same. This is one of my personal favorites, by the way. It is not the same. I frequently pull on banners I like to own, but don't care enough to guarantee. Now, this is particularly true when I'm on 50-50 because a carry-over system allows you to front-load luck. Yep, you can front-load luck and actively ensures more fun with the gacha.
That's true.
And then we also have the classic Add Grok. What is the TLDR?
Like right now, I'm pulling on Yixing Wang's banner. She's basically I want to get her. I don't want to, but it would be nice if I got her Constellation 2, and I'm just pulling on it just for fun. But the system that the Korra has pretty much says don't do that ever. How can you watch a video at 2x speed? Dude, that's hurting my ears. Well, Mr. Pokey's kind of hard to hear. He said 1.3, just the way he talks. It's just the way he talks. He talks very fast. That was 1.3?
Does not carry over. I'm out. So these are really some.
It's funny, like I had to put him to 1.9 to get him to talk normally.
Hundreds, if not, at this point, I think
0.9.
close to thousands of sentiments we have seen, not from my personal space, from Twitter, from YouTube, from Discord, from everywhere, but there are a lot of people.
No, but this one is 100% right. Especially when you're a small free-to-play or light spender, you want to get a constellation, but you're not committed to getting the constellation. You just throw polls and maybe get it early. Like, I've done that so many times. I've done that for Miyabi, where I got her 14. Like, this was not, I didn't even care for this. I was like, let's see if I get it early, and I got it early. is part of the fun, and that's Art Knights killed it. Well, the game has the same system. Tower Fantasy had it. But the thing about Tower Fantasy was that you wanted to do one element anyway, so you always have a good amount of pulls if you wanted to. The problem was power creep, so it was pretty much pointless to even pull as a free-to-play, because you would never matter in the endgame. A whale will come there and deal 20 times your damage, and if you stood there and did nothing, or you tried to do something, it wouldn't matter. The whale would just do everything, all the work. You're pretty much dead weight as a free-to-play. That was pretty much what the Tower Fantasy system was. So I quit. But the point didn't matter. Tower Fantasy has the exact same gacha system as this.
About this system, right? Which is why
And the fact that Art Knight decides to
Warriors, you
copy
guys need to
Tower
get
Fantasy.
right now on how to destroy your opponents when they dare to question against Art Knights, right? So first,
But the number one thing,
at
the reason why he's doing this video is because of Saint Tantos. Because Saint Tantos used to like it, Hyperbolica, and you realize on ignorance. It's basically like me and you arguing about what's the next game Crash Fever people are gonna create. I think you mentioned they're gonna create, or what's about the pants? Is the game the something? What if a pants? You mentioned another game. I want a game that hasn't been released yet. That you mentioned a few games. What's the game you're looking forward to, Federal? In the future? You haven't played it yet. You've seen some clips about it, but nothing that you could confirm. The reason why he's making this video is because of this guy. Because this guy is farming him. Saint Toxic Tontos. He's going after Mr. Pokey here. He's going after Mr. Pokey here. Where are you, Federal? Over here trying to have a discussion. He disappeared on me.
how to pronounce that.
Just like classic Italian.
Attacking the person making the argument rather than the argument itself. Now, this is a classic strategy that us gacha warriors need to employ, because if you do not employ this strategy, a lot of times your opponent will just simply continue making logical points for you. So don't say things like, Art Knight's gacha system is bad because I can't stop pulling before 120 pulls. Never ever say that. Instead, you should say something like this, right? Mr. Pokey is attempting to justify the Art Knight's Anvil system. It is clear he is the bigger shield, alright? Damn, the sponsorship must be pretty big. Corporate boot leaking, as usual. Cock sucking, greedy devs, be like. Bro, got the back. Grifting red. Laying red. Okay, this one is a really long post over here, so we're just gonna zoom in a little bit more. LL, he's actually playing the part of a communist dictator. Exceptional. This is genuinely how you look like. What a cuck. Newer generations never felt the need to plan. Holy fuck, shut the fuck up, it's a gacha. People will always move towards the ones with the better rates. Dumb ass CC. Leave the multi-billion-dollar company alone. So by employing this strategy called the ad hominem, you literally can ignore how the gacha system is like. You don't have to address whether it's 120 pools, 80 pools, 60 pools, 1 pool, doesn't matter. All you have to do is to go ahead and attack the opposing council directly. Right? That is what gacha warriors must do, because at the end of the day, if you can disprove a person itself, it doesn't really matter what point they are trying to make. So hopefully you guys will learn this strategy for your gacha war next time. Now for the second strategy I can teach you guys today, it is going to be the strawman. Right? The strawman. Misrepresenting someone's argument to make it easier to attack, often at extreme lengths. So don't say things like, I see the pros and cons of the gacha system in Art Knight's Anvil after your explanation. Instead, you can employ this strategy, right? Where you can just say, Oh, so what you're saying is our Knights is the best gacha system in the entire world, and everybody should be following this, right? So the key word to employ over here is, so what you're saying, when that is literally not what the opponent's saying, but it doesn't matter to you as a gacha warrior, because it doesn't matter what they are trying to say. It's what you are trying to pretend they want to say, so you can then employ your own agendas against them. Now for this particular point, I would like to employ you a bonus secret mechanic that only elite gacha warriors will know, which is gonna be right here. The ad hominem straw man quick swap. Now this is like really level 100 gacha warriors only. You can combine two different fallacies into a single argument to make your point even stronger. So instead of saying, so what this guy is trying to say things like, so what this grifting red is trying to say. So for this particular point of view, not only have you destroyed their character, you have also destroyed the point they were trying to make, which they never in the first place.
Yeah, you just talk too fast.
Essentially consolidate your victory over them as the gacha warrior that you know, right? So hopefully you can use this tip for your future gacha wars. So now we're gonna be moving on into the next tip, and that is going to be the false diamond.
But yeah, Saint Anta's really cooked. Saint Anta's really cooked, man. Like, he pretty much...
Representative symbol.
So what is Saint Anta's doing? Like, this guy cooked. He's pretty much gotten the gacha space into a frenzy. He has turned everything. This man has turned the gacha space upside down. He's been going after Mr. Pokey, Saint Tantos. He's been targeting almost everyone. So with this, this right here is the most interesting thing, because usually I think a gacha game stuff is predatory. People are just like, oh well, this is what it is. This is how it works. And it's a gacha game. This is how you navigate it. But no, that's not how a Saint Tantos does it. He says you sold out, and he calls you disgusting. And that's good. Gacha tribalism to the max. Because it's a gacha game. Is it something that should be fixed? I don't really know. I don't really know, because the game isn't out yet. That's the point. And that's the point I was trying to make earlier, is that I'm looking for towards Kingdom Hearts 4. That's something that I'm looking forward to. But I don't really know what the experience is like. So, because of my ignorance and other people's ignorance, somebody could easily come into the space and be like, oh, you're looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 4? This game is garbage. Look at the graphics. It's worse than Elden Ring. This short little lolly. Are you a predator? Do you like little girls? Ignore that message. Twitch is weird. Sure. And stuff along that line. You could just make up anything you want because it's a game that I have not played. So and if I try to defend against it, saying that the other games are generous, or the other games are fun, or whatever, or that once the game is out, we could figure these things out, and based on what we do know, how the system works. You instead just make up as much nonsense as possible. Some might be true, some might be false, but it's impossible to know because the game is out. And if I try to defend against it, you could just be like, well, did you play the game, huh? Do you know for certain that what I'm saying isn't true? And that's kind of the game that Saint Tantos plays when he comes. And the thing that really like makes him so interesting is that these are tactics you use in politics to get your base riled up. DEI trans rights. So, like, a lot of people are not happy with Trump. But Trump didn't really run on the truth. He ran on going after certain people. People that people don't like. People don't like trans people. People don't like DEI, which means black people. They don't like Hispanics, so immigration as well. So he pretty much hit the trifecta of minorities. And you get people angry and wild up. Like that boxing match. Like you do you care about women's boxing, Federal? You don't give a fuck about women's boxing. But during the Olympics, you damn sure did. And I'm pretty sure a good chunk of Italy did. I think it was your boxer that called out the woman for being trans. People just are attracted to negativity, and that's to be fair. And I'm too. Because I actually do watch Saint Tantos, but not to like because I find his rage-inducing content to be quite entertaining. Because I've never witnessed somebody like this before. He basically took a gotcha and turned it into politics. We're just attracted to negativity, man. Yeah, it was her. And she has kids, I think, right? She has kids. About opponent's strength and gender. Oh man. Right, she's from a country where they kill you for being gay. I think. Oh man. But anyway, we're attracted to negativity. And this man has done it. Because there's people like Tectone, but Tectone was somebody who, unless he had a vendetta against you, and it would have to be a hard vendetta, he wouldn't crucify you unless he was like a hardcore vendetta. This guy keep getting tatted up, huh? But yeah, unless he had like a hardcore vendetta against you. That was his most popular video. I'm looking for something like a year or two ago. When he went to the Asian guy streams. Because I used to watch it, man. I used to watch Asian guy cozy up to Tectone. And then everything just went to shit. When Asian guy decided to test it. The friendship. Whether or not Tectone could take a constructive criticism from a friend. And the answer was no. And then Tectone decided to scorch art. And funny enough, Mr. Pokey was part of this. This is what makes this so good. Is that Mr. Pokey was one of the neutral Tectone followers. So he was pretty much assisting Tectone in the takedown of Mr. Atsu. So I guess I was over here feeling sympathy for the guy, but you know what? Fuck him. Saint Tantos get to cook his ass. Now, Saint Tantos is so toxic as fuck, yes. Like, this guy is toxic as fuck. But yeah. I guess just a life lesson, huh? What's Mr. Pokey's most popular videos? No, it's not the him covering Asian guy. Being Mr. Neutral. The most neutral guy on Twitch. Did we remove them? Maybe he did remove them. Well, he built his audience already, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, so basically, It's I guess it's like what's the word I'm looking for? Karma. It is karma. So Saint Antos is relentless. This man is relentless. He does not back. This guy didn't even stream on YouTube. People just clip him, and Saint Antos will start cooking. This man, I've never witnessed somebody like this before. Like all my years on Twitch, I've never seen somebody whose content is derived from personal vendetta. Like usually, if somebody covers drama, they covers drama from somebody else. So, oh, this person is going on with this person. But this is the first time where I'm seeing somebody use their personal beef with other people to fuel content to this extent. Like, he even made a video gloating about how much people he took down, how much careers he ended. Like, two of them, ZZZ and Mr. Pokey, and Ryuka Sensei. He forgot Maggie. Maggie was a person who did content for Wuwa. She was a guide maker. Him and Ryoku took her down. Ryoku started it. And then Seita backed him up. And then eventually Ryoku got his turn. So yeah, so as I was saying, it's pretty fascinating, man. For those probably like, what the fuck does this have to do with Bellcats or Uma Musume? Alright, let's get back to a regular schedule program. Did I save? Good lord, huh? Believe it. The fucker? So where were we? So what games did you have? What games did you play? For the DS, I played it. Whatever. Pokemon. I don't really care for Black and White. Portraits of Shadow. I didn't finish it. Chrono Trigger. Like, this is the most glazed game you would ever see, ever. It was mid. Did like a billion endings. What is this? This Final Fantasy 4. I enjoy 4 more than I enjoy Chrono Trigger. Kingdom Hearts Stream Code 352. I guess that's fine. Pokemon Diamond. I enjoy Pokemon Diamond more. Ghost Trick was fine. It's not a game I would recommend. This I never beat. In totally probably like 30 to 40 games, but most of them were very obscure. Oh shit. So at that time, did you speak English or do you only speak Italian when you're playing DS games? I never beat this one. I never played this. Beat this. Pokemon Platinum. Never. I played the thing for this. The beta or the demo. Kirby, Nightmare or Dreamland, Kirby. So which game would you say is your S rank of all the DS games you played? Which one is up there? But for me to be an S rank, you have to be a game that I recommend. Like if someone was to be like, hey man, what DS game should I play? I would have to be that the kind of game that I would just instantly recommend it. It wouldn't be like a iffy or like, oh my god, I'm not sure. Actually, there's a game here missing. There's quite a few games missing, actually. Oh man, who makes these fucking tier lists? There's no Mega Man here. They have obscure shit like Jump Force and bullshit, but no Mega Man. There's zero Mega Mans here. Oh my god. I just remember how much Mega Man games I played from the DS era, and it's like there's none here. Pokemon Shadows, yeah, I remember you mentioning that. There's zero Mega Man games here. Does somebody have anything with Mega Man? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Is this a complete list? And this seems to be a complete list. Just keep loading. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yep, I saw the Mega Mans. There they are. I saw the Mega Mans. Yep, this is probably the full list. Oh my god. Yeah. Yep. Shadow Mystery. Yep, this is definitely the full fucking list. This is it. All the obscure games that Federal probably played. What's this? Elmo, Counting Carnival, 8-2 Zoo, Adventure, Ready Set Grover. Probably get the nostalgic hearing all these names, Federal. It's alright. You have some naked, some very tightly clad. Dungeons. Yeah, I think you remember you recommended Shadow of Almia to me. But yeah. Got you Warfare.
All of this was purely for, okay, not really just entertainment, but also educational purpose. Because as much as like this is like a skit, and like I thought like a fun way to like, it's a fun way to address gacha war while not being angry or ragey or like all the kind of stuff, right? I think this was pretty smart for myself, if I can say so myself. But that being said, a lot of these things I say here, they are still pretty true. So if you do encounter something like this, next time you will know exactly what I'm talking about, especially this part, right? The ad hominem straw, the ad hominem straw man quick stop. When I had this idea in my mind, I'm like, oh my god, bro, I am absolutely fucking cooking. I'm like, oh my god, bro, and oh yeah, you can feel free to check this with an AI scripter. I use Zio AI. It's like, oh my goodness. Okay, we gotta end this video. Okay, we're gonna end this video because.
Why does he have the ding in this video? That's so fucking annoying. So now we have this over here. Now we have the rebuttal.
The reason why I'll say Pokey isn't spitting is because Pokey is clearly an Enfield Arknight's tourist. His only interaction with the community is begging for
Because basically right now Saint is not really trying to engage with the points. Well, Not like they were real points. It's most ad hominem attacks right now that Saint is trying to use to discredit Mr. Pokey. Which again, I don't really care, but Mr. Pokey deserves a little karma. You have to be unwell in the head to be listening to guys' CCs. Here's the thought. But yeah, like I've never seen this before. Like Saint really cooked. Like he really cooked, man. Like he's gotten the entire community wild the fuck up. Like I guess Tectone did it, but Tectone was more of like this is what like till this day Tectone apologizes for which character? Which character Tectone apologized? I think it's Ganyu. I think Tectone listened to a guy called OK Code, and Tectone basically said something. Well, Ganyu was not good for charge attacks or something, and Tectone still apologizes and bring it up every now and then. Well, not so much every now and then, but the last time I watched him was probably a couple of years ago. He would bring it up to be like the stuff he got wrong. This guy, on the other hand, he doesn't do that. He doesn't focus on what he got wrong. He doesn't even bring it up. He dismisses it. He kind of just glosses over it. Not even gloss. He doesn't even look at it. He would just pause and quickly get past it. And then laugh about stuff. It's just quite entertaining. He pointed out that the 60 pretty free temples is FOMO inducing in the same video. Oh my god. Everything is FOMO inducing. What are we doing here? Because it's not really about the merits of the gacha system anymore. It's just I need to take down Arknights, or I need to take down anyone who criticizes my content. I must be right. Could he be right? Maybe, but we don't know. He's creating aggro for content that cannot be verified at this moment. There's too many questions for there to be this level of animosity. I like to pause my orders, give me gacha funds and stuff along that line. Don't forget that Mr. Pokey stream all PV presented to pander to Arknight's audience. What the hell? Like they're using like, oh well, he wants to play the game, so he's gonna watch the previews for what the game's is inspired by. It's like yes, and Mr. Pokey also so reacted to Genshin before he got into Honkai Star Rail. It's like yes, you're gonna want to do that. And I reacted to Honkai Impact. Like I was watching Honkai Impact before I got into Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact. I wanted to familiarize myself with the content that Hoyo provides. Many people do that. Now, is Mr. Pokey probably do that for financial reasons? Reasonings? Probably, almost certainly. Is that a discredit of anything he says when it comes to the gacha system? No. Even if he is sponsored. Because they're just trying to say that he sponsored his stake in the bag. Based on the video he provides, he's just stating what he knows about the gacha system. Embellishing it and lying about his performance is only something I see. Or spreading misinformation is only something I see St. Tanto's doing. But do I fully understand the gacha system? No. Something I have to find out once I partake, and even then it doesn't really fucking matter. It's a gacha system. You either adapt to it or you quit. Am I right, Federal, or am I right? But yes, it's kind of hard to discuss these things because I personally haven't experienced the system, so I can't really say if Saint is lying. All I know is that he doesn't understand the system because the system is convoluted, and therein lies the problem with the Arknights. it is too convoluted to have this discussion about it and be this passionate about because there's so many variables that needs to be taken into account, such as a pool income. But I guess Federal's not really partaking in this conversation.
Welcome back to the
It's
channel.
just me.
Dan Season 2, Episode 12. The finale. The finale.
So what's going on, Federal? What's going on in your neck of the woods? Since I'm so boring. Yeah. It's alright. It's just... Because I even caught myself, because I was saying that Saint was lying. But I don't fully understand the gacha system. And it's not because it's just a lack of I don't care. You're gonna figure this stuff out when you play the game. Getting welled up about it is just gacha tribalism. Or in insane case to make content. I play to have fun, share with people who also enjoy it, not to fight the randos online. But that's the fun part. Ours is flying. It's not fire flying. It's a 5th gen. A flying type. Would it be psychic? What's our popular flying type? Psychic dragon? Is there a psychic dragon type? There is a psychic dragon, right? I'm not crazy. There has to be a psychic dragon type. Am I crazy? Yes, thank you. Yes, what took you so long, man? Okay, it's not psychic dragon. So that rules. I was gonna think Sylphogy from the 5th gen, but I was gonna think is Hydra Dragon? No, I think Hydra Dragon is Dart Dragon with Levitate as its ability. It could be a Mulga, or it could be electric type, or it could be a Emolga, or it could be what else is a possibility here? Dragon, Psychic, Grass, Fighting, Steel. Is there a Steel flying? Steel Electric. Is there a Steel Electric this Magneton? Let's just see if this is it. It's not Steel, it's not Electric. Oh my god. Is there a Fairy type in the 5th gen? I don't think so, right? I think anything got reclassified Fairy in the 5th gen. How about normal flying? Okay, maybe you're right. I'm over here thinking about everything except what it could be. You got it wrong. Wait a minute, what? Was it 4th gen? The 4th gen is Diamond and Pearl. It's Diamond and fucking Pearl. Why don't you say something, Federal? You saw me over here saying it's a 5th gen, and you said nothing. This should Empoleon. Alright, so basically this narrows it down to nothing. Because we pretty much tried everything. Honchkrow, it has to be Honchkrow at this point. There's no other there's nothing left. Alright, it's the first stage, right? Evolve, no. It's not, what am I doing? It has to be, what am I doing? No, it's not normal. Not normal, so it can't be Star Raptor, Starly, or any of those bullshits. It's not electric type. Oh, like what else is the flying type? It's not Chatuta. It's not Yanmega. It's not Yanma didn't show up in that generation. It's not grass, it's not fire, it's not water, it's not grass, not... All we have is that's a flying type. There's no pure flying type in the 4th gen. We're left with fairy. Bug. It has to be a bug. What's the bug called again? It's there's two bugs. There's one that's when it's a female and one is when it's a male. And when it's a male, it gets the wings. And the females are the ones that stay in the cocoon, I believe. Or is it Visqueen? But it's not also, what is it? It's stage 1 and not fully evolved. So it could be a combi. It has to be a combi. It's not a bug. I literally list everything here. There's no more elements left. It's only fairy. There's no fairy in... Unless Togekiss. Togekiss? No, it's the first stage. Would have to be Togepi. What color is it? Well, clear it's not colored at that listed. Why wouldn't you help me, Federal? It's not like it's found in a volcano or the mountains. It's a flying type found in the volcanoes or the mountains. So it has to be a rock or flying type. But the two rock Pokemons in that region are fossil Pokemons are Rampardos and Bastion. There's no flying rock. It's not Aerodactyl. It's not. It has to be a rock type. It has to be a rock type. It has to be a rock flying. Right? It's not. Is there a brown? Did I put brown here? Brown isn't here. Well, brown is here. So it's not a brown Pokemon. Man, this is hard. And Federal is of no help as usual. As per usual, Federal's of no help. It's not a rock ground. Fighting grass, psychic, dragon, steel, electric, normal, dark, bug. So we're left with rock, ice. We're left with ice, but blue's here. Blue is here, so there's Aerodactyl, Articuno. There's what is it? The first stager, 4th gen. You go up into the mountains. Come on, Federal. You're failing me now after all this time. I used to tell Action how amazing you were at this game. Turns out you made me a liar. Again. Is there a flying gym leader? I doubt it. Usually just reference whatever they were using. Staraptor, Starmie. There's no steel. So we're left with Ice, Rock, and Fury. Ice, Rock, and Fury. So is there? Drifloom is from the 5th gen. No, it's not. Wow. You cheated, man. You cheated. Now what's this? What the? Oh, is that upside down electric dog? Is it? It's not Manectric. It's Cotton Wings. Oh, it has to be either Alteria or other one. Or Swablu. It has to be that. Is it Woobat? No, it's the other one. Nirvana? Nervern? What is that? What's that bat? What's the thing that evolved into Nervern called? Novibat? Novbat? Nobat. Driftwood. Sorry for the downtime yesterday. I will restore all the streaks tomorrow. Thank you. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. What's this guy showing off a Pokemon card? Monotype bug. What's the number one monotype in the world? That's a bug type. Pure bug. Is Caterpie pure bug or is she bug poison? Metapod? I think Metapod is pure bug. I'm just gonna go with Metapod, call it safe. Monotype Zangoon. Zangoose is pure poison normal. Flying pure. Tornado is the first thing that comes to mind, but I can't think of anything else. I can't think of anything else, so I'm just gonna go with the tornadoes. Evolved by friendship. What's that F word? Friendship, you say? Rocky D? What the hell? Is there another pure flying out there? Is serious? It's not normal? This pure flying? Yes. What the hell? They could do that? That's supposed to be a normal bird flying type. What happened to the Pokemon I grew up with? Evolved by friendship? Bug? Which bug evolved by friendship? Not Scizor, not Scyther. It has to be a new bug. None of the old bugs evolved by friendship. Or Livini. Is Livini? I don't know. Owen evolves by friendship. Crobat is not evolved by friendship. What is a Hoenn Pokemon that evolves by friendship? Man, I played Hoenn so much, and I can't think of a damn thing that evolves by friendship. I probably never used it. Love this. You think love this, but love this didn't evolve. Milotic evolves by data. Swadloon. This. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get this. Why did that thing pop up? Pokemon thing popped up. Yeah, what is this? And Federal caught my first Pokemon, a Bulbasaur. Squirtle used to be my favorite starter, but now I'm a Bulbasaur enjoyer. One. What kind of Pokemon are you? How do you do things? So I have to search these. I have to search this 151 times. Ain't nobody got time for that. You're right. You are right. I always doubted you. What? What the? Evolves by friendship, I guess. You gave me the wrong name, you asshole. You gave me the wrong name, Federal. I don't want to play no more. You gave me the wrong name again, you bastard. It's evolved from. It's from. It's supposed to be the final form, not the pre-form. Oh man, I will never trust Federal. Now see what Germany felt when you guys switch side. Things are cruel, man. Just laughing. Sleeping up. Oh, you guys eat your pasta and spaghetti. Over your suffering. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna call it quits. I give up. What the fuck is this? What are the answers? It's Federal will keep giving me the wrong answers. Roselia. Oh, Roselia is from Hoenn. It is from Hoenn. What are the least common answers? Chimecho? Why'd you just tell me the baby Pokemons, Federal? All the Pokemons with babies. Why did you abandon me? But look at the odds. Like these are very like there weren't many options. They felt like 20%, 37%, 44%, 25, 21, 25. It means that there were very few answers. If you're gonna get it, you have to be very few answers to get it. There's probably what, one or two, like at least 3, 4 options they could choose from. This one was a toughie. What's that guy holding? What is it? It almost looks like a, oh, it's a Charizard, a black Charizard. Pokemon Master West. So what's the difference? What's the difference, huh? They tell me I've been doing the easy puzzles for the past month or a year. Is this what I'm being led to believe? Man, I could really go for this right now.
Alright guys, welcome back to Soy. Lobster tail and another button. I think that's sufficient. It's a must try for me. Okay, so they offered me some sorrel. Cold, open it halfway like this. Am I doing it good? And what we are gonna do is gonna, from pieces, we're gonna eat her inside out, baby. Alright, let's go. And when you're full,
Delicious. Master puzzle. But yeah, today I was expecting to get a 5-star in ZZZ from the standard banner, but because you get 2 wishes, I got 2 wishes. I was at 75 pity, right? So like any rational Hoyo player, you're gonna think, oh, I'm at 75, 76, at least 76 or 77. I'm guaranteed a character or a character from standard. Guess what? I got nothing. I got nothing, and the worst part, Federal, you weren't even here for me to blame you for why that happened. You weren't even here, so guess what I had to do? I had to blame myself. Yeah. I really didn't like that. Usually I have to find some kind of outlet to justify why bad things happen to me. I have to justify why things happen to me, and you weren't here, man. But yeah, I pretty much have. I spent most of my day today, earlier today, playing all the Hoyo games. This is my second time streaming because I forgot to do my weeklies on Genshin. Well, I say week. Oh shit, I forgot to even convert. I forgot to convert because I was like, I'll just do it now since I have nothing else to do. I'll just log back on, and since I'm logging back on, I might as well stream myself doing fighted sorties and see if I get 2-drop or get the item that I'm trying to get. And so far it's been what? This is the second week, and both times since I fought the boss, I did not get the more tip material that Columbia needs. Isn't that crazy? Like, and that always happens to me. Like, the game, first of all, always get 2 drops. And I never get the material that the character I'm trying to build needs. So up to 4 drops I got for the weekly boss. All 4 were the 1 piece that I need. Coincidence? I think not. At a certain point, you just have to accept that maybe you're cursed. God knows it's difficult for me. So how far you got in with your exploration? You really believed in the power of 67, you would have gotten the 5-star and 67 full, but nope. You just had to anger the 67 gods with your repeated blasphemy, and now you're dealing with the consequences. No, now that you say that, maybe I didn't make a mistake. Maybe I didn't believe in the power of the 67. I think Lakshin stopped by at one point, I think yesterday. And they just said 67 and then peaced out. So I guess the 67 thing probably catching on. This 67 thing's a lot stronger than I gave it credit. %80 progress in the bottom here, 50% in the top here. So what do you think? Is the new area was it worth the wait? Because how long did Hoyo's a 6.0, 6.1, 6.2, and now we finally get the new region. So which one do I pick? Elemental skill damage, something lunar continuous damage. Oh, lunar charge, it gets slightly higher. 80% of her freaking HP. Years and years of killing slimes. There's actually people out there who have ran out of this stuff. Could never be me. I've been murdering slime since the day I was born.
I used to take long walks in Silver Moon Hall every day, so don't worry about me. I can keep up.
Why wait? I didn't even know they would release a new area this patch. Uh-huh. Sure you didn't. I bet you didn't even know you could watch a talent demo. Lunar domain duration.
Would you like to go moon gazing? You can sit in my rocking chair and admire the view. Or we could go to the moon and gaze down at Tefat.
Oh, she gives herself an extra 50% crit rate. I had no idea. I had no idea she gave herself 50% crit rate. I'm around, I guess I could change something out, huh? Not really. These are all crit damage. That's energy regen. And this is energy regen. Wait, shit, we're down the street too? It's very important for her. Some people might not have told you that. But you heard it here first. Energy regen is very important for Columbina. Alright. What's this? First time trying Jamaican food? I guess I'll leave after this, huh?
But the problem is, in Waco, Texas, I never heard of Jamaican food. So I did some research on Jamaican cuisine.
Jamaican?
Wow, so beef par, huh?
That's not a beef patty. That's not what we eat, huh? We don't eat that.
That looks so good.
No, it doesn't. We don't eat that, huh?
I stumbled upon one potential Jamaican. This is Anasetto, the owner of Jamaica. Back to the because I'm hungry. How spicy could this be? Oh,
Not that spicy. That food is overpriced. Maybe it's the... Oh, it is audio echoing. Of course this. Of course this.
Beef patty. Okay. Thank you. Damn. Oh shit. Damn.
Lo and behold, everyone. Beef patty! And I finally
I had one of these yesterday.
so excited.
You get used to, and what you're eating. Outside is very crispy. It's almost like a. Did I find it? Absolutely. Damn. What the? Oh my goodness. All right. It don't matter. I see why Jamaicans are proud. Man, this is really good.
He's standing right there, man. I wish you cooked this somewhere, made it somewhere else. I don't like that. I don't like watching reviewers having the chefs or the person that owns the restaurant right above them. Kind of takes away from the experience. You want your authentic reaction to the food. If I think it's mid, they say it's mid. Huh? This is what it is. Oh man. But alright. I wasted enough of your time today, Federal. I'm gonna go react to those ladies watching Dan the Dan. Because I think you wanna watch that. That's more fun. Mr. Streamer's a guilty pleasure. Watching ladies react to animes I already watched. Alright, Federal, have a nice day. And thank you for stopping by. Not the most productive day ever, but I did most of my content in the morning. Peace out, Federal Poop. Don't forget to take your snacks or you'll regret it when the scourge mob comes for you. Scarred nails. I assume that's supposed to be an emote that I don't have, but it is what it is. Bye bye.